Ubank, growing with you. It is an irrefutable fact that, like the communication tool of language, leadership abilities are an imperative element in the arsenal of any employee in all organizations. At Ubank, we not only understand this, but ascribe to this philosophy. We value all our staff, and to this end, we launched an employee leadership development program. This short video comprises the responses from 8 program participants who were recently interviewed to place on record their opinions and experiences from having participated in the Ubank Leadership Development Program. It is envisaged that all future participants, as well as Ubank executive management, will glean some useful insights from the film, which we can all apply positively in the future.
The LDP program opened my eyes. It helped me to look at my administrative skills and leadership style in a whole new perspective. For example, I can ensure that my staff is adequately trained so that they can perform their duties efficiently.
Being new in the senior position has been quite challenging, but with the leadership development program, it has developed me in such a way that during my performance, I can associate myself very well, adapt very well with the new position. Because of challenges, they do come, they do hinder, but with the support that we get from our mentors, it has benefited me very well. The people that are reporting into me, I can transfer skills, I can develop others as well.
The program has helped me in the way I approach the business at large. I now approach the business holistically and can see the bigger picture in the business.
Okay, for now I am only fulfilling the mentorship program of the entire LDP. I haven't done any formal study. So from a mentorship perspective, I think what has assisted me is the fact that I've got a mentor that's guiding me and assisting specifically with how I deal with people. It makes me more critical looking at the leaders currently within the organization, knowing what the leadership styles are now, and it also makes me critical towards myself in terms of how I better myself within my function, with my subordinates. So I think that is what I've taken out thus far from the LDP program, and specifically the mentorship portion.
One of the fundamental principles that I've learned in the program is how my leadership style affects my followers and ultimately my desired results.
I think academically I've grown a lot, and I'm even conquering some of my weaknesses, because one of the modules I did was financial management, and I'm not a financial person. Now I'm even involved in the budgets for our department, so that's a big thing for me.
I've practiced what I've learned in the program, and so far I'm seeing positive different results in my branch.
Another thing that has added value to me is being on this program. I was allocated a mentor. Now I've never had a mentor before, and it's adding so much value to me. I mean, my mentor is just awesome, and I can talk to her about anything, so that has been great.
I have extremely grown as being a senior manager within Ubank. I understand myself much better, even relating to my subordinates, people reporting into me much more better, and also to assist them with growing their careers.
For me, it actually helped me in terms of how I deal with different departments that I work with, be able to to ask the right and relevant questions, and also around how I deal with different stakeholders in the business. It helps in terms of interactions.
For me personally, it was shifting my boundaries, getting me out of my comfort zone and making me think more about all the other aspects in the bank, but the role I'm fulfilling. Within the bank and within the function, it moved me to be looking forward to other guys' opinions and test opinions, rather than just be very comfortable in the opinion I've got on my own and from my perspective. So taking in competence all the different perspectives and having a bigger overview of what the solutions to the bank should be.
The first one will be the program clashed with my established family routines and other routines. And the second one is that the program came at a time when IT is busy with critical projects that demand our full attention. And lastly, the lack of central venue whereby we can conduct our group studies.
For one, I travel a lot, and with the traveling, I do miss out on meeting with my group to discuss the subjects that we are doing and to submit assignments. So I had to work extra hard in terms of studying alone most of the time, doing assignments alone most of the time. So in that way, it's very challenging because of you don't really get to understand the details of the subjects. And another thing is that making time as well. Another thing is adjusting to the new role that you are that you are in. So it's been quite challenging in a sense that being new in the senior position, I had to adjust to the environment.
I'm a partner, I'm a father, and I am an employee as well. And juggling all these things around puts a strain on your relationship with your loved ones and even on your social life.
The two people that I've mentored in this organization are stationed in Northern and Rustenburg, and I am stationed in Sunninghill. So that was a challenge for me to have a lot of face-to-face mentoring sessions with them.
With the mentorship, for me that was a challenge at first because I think we weren't on the same page. It was almost theoretical, our sessions that I had with the mentor, in terms of he was telling me about leadership and almost giving me the theoretical background. And my notion around leadership was, or mentoring specifically, was specifically for him to network and give me guidance and take me along with him as he is a leader in his current workplace.
The biggest one is time management, because it's difficult juggling work, school and home.
Most of the time when work is done, you have to be there. So not being there when we are attending has been very challenging, because while you are studying and there's a whole lot of work that you need to do, and then there's very small space of time, and at the same time you also have to answer calls from co-workers trying to get some information from you and help.
Specifically time management, it's a big challenge, and studying at home in evenings, breaking the routine was a brilliant opportunity to break bad habits, but it takes its toll on family and also takes its toll on your work, the way you set up and work and how your work routine.
The first one, what I did is to reshuffle my established routine so that I can accommodate the program, and so far it looks like the plan is working well. As for the lack of venue issue, the organization allowed us to use the meeting rooms which are available on site after hours.
Well, with the support that I've received from my mentor, from my manager as well, they've been my backbone basically. Every time I was faced with a trying time, I would consult with them, I would talk to them, and they would really hold my hand and assist me into achieving all those challenges.
I had to sit my family and my close friends down and explain to them that my life will be interrupted for at least a year.
I overcame the challenges by having more regular telephonic mentoring sessions as well as regular email communication.
I had to learn to work around the schedule of classes and exams and still be able to put down my deliverables required from the bank. So key thing, time management and commitment. You need to be committed to make this work.
I had to strike a balance between my studies and my work.
Literally, the last semester of my life, I was running it like a project plane. So I decide that for this week, this is what I need to achieve. And I just put a plan together and I follow it. I accepted help from family members when I don't have time to do this. I've delegated some of the things here at work that I would have done myself.
I think basically is that you just tell yourself that this is what you want to do and plan and make sure that you actually give it your all, and even if it means you don't have to sleep during that period, and then that's what I did.
How I overcame that specific challenge was to say to him, well, this is my idea around what mentoring is supposed to be, and I think we've come to a common ground in terms of we now constantly talking about my function specifically in my workplace and how I deal with certain situations, and he's obviously advising me how he would deal with it, and that is what I'm currently getting out of that particular program.
Through discussions with colleagues and employees at the office to assist them, help them understand what I am focusing on and where my brain mindset is, and then also at home challenging my older children and discussing things with them, setting up an environment and getting them to understand of why I am focusing on this and why I put so much time and effort in LDP.